So we have something pretty cool to talk about today. This is the Wingman revolver as it appears in Apex Legends and Titanfall. Why do they call it the Wingman? It has wings. Pretty neat. This is a handsome and hefty hand cannon, and we're going to talk about it today here on Average Man Reviews, the show where I give my unpopular, unpaid, and unsolicited opinion on a wide variety of subjects and products. Now, I picked up this beautiful little piece of machinery on Amazon. Originally, it's supposed to go for $70. I got it on sale for $40. Now, is it worth that price? That's going to be a hard question that we're going to answer as the review goes on. But moreover, how do we justify that price? Why does it cost $70? Well, for one thing, you want to talk about durability. It has survived me dropping it so many times. It's incredible how good the build quality is. Unfortunately, the performance does not match. Now, before anybody tries to use that as a way to say it, I did test fire it before I started dropping it. All right? It sucked before I dropped it on its head. Okay? Now, we'll still go outside and shoot it. Just, we'll try at least. I tried filming it before, and the darts that it shoots are so small they didn't show up on camera. And it shoots like 20 feet at absolute. It shoots like 20 feet maximum with no shot consistency, no accuracy, and no integrity. I'm talking darts fishtailing left and right, darts rolling out of the barrel and going like 5 feet. This is the kind of thing that in your house, you could sit on the couch and you could hit the TV. That's probably it. It's got to be a big target because it's not going to hit anything in the same spot twice, which is pretty disappointing considering the price point. Now, one possibility I thought for the price was that since it is obviously the Wingman revolver, perhaps it's a licensed product. It's not. And in fact, didn't see this coming, did you? This is a double review because there already is a licensed Wingman revolver replica. And guess what? It cost 20 bucks. I got it on sale for 12. So the price has to be for the build quality, which I'm hard pressed to say it's not worth it. I mean, it's incredibly durable, but the problem is you can't do anything with it. It doesn't shoot but like 10, 15 feet at a maximum, and you can't hit anything. So, like I said, we're going to review this thing too, because why not? It's here. We can highlight some differences and tell you which one you might want to get. So, one thing to note, the actual replica is a little bit longer. Oops. This one has a little mini front sight post. The original does not. One thing that's extremely irritating, in order to make the wings come out, you have to push this lever up. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't do that without adjusting my grip, which is a little obnoxious. It also does not hold open. This one, you push the lever down and it pops open. The other, perhaps biggest thing to me, like I said, the weight and balance on this is incredible. And due to the way the trigger is set up, I can spin this thing like nothing that I've had before. I like spinning guns. I'm very into ballistic buffoonery. This, on the other hand, let me show you the difference. I can spin it about twice before the trigger jabs into the side of my finger and gouges it. Some reason the trigger comes down to a point, which pokes into you if you try to spin it. Its weight distribution makes it awkward, so it's not really worth it. The other thing, the tail comes out so far, you can't reach, without adjusting your grip, you can't reach the hammer. Hammer is tied to the trigger. The cylinder does not move. The cylinder pops out when you do this, but it doesn't move. But this is a hammer prime, and you can do it without adjusting your grip. Oh, another neat little feature. Check this out. So the cylinder obviously spins. When you push the cylinder together, right there, it makes the casings fall out. So that brings us to a good segue point to talk about the features of this blaster, since there's not a whole lot else to talk about with the officially licensed revolver. So herein lies where I think the failing of this product is. These are the darts that it shoots. They are smaller than Nerf darts. They are smaller than the small darts that the ZP5 revolver shot. They are the tiniest darts I've ever seen. The darts load into the shell casing like so. There's a little rubber O-ring at the back of the shell casing that's supposed to keep them in place. And then it goes into the pistol. These darts suck. They are some of the worst darts I think I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure they're just hot glued together. Like the rubber to the foam, I think they're just hot glued together. Also, the foam itself, this is literally a block of EVA foam floor mat foam that the darts are made from. It's like they took a hole puncher and just went down a block of foam and made darts. But for right now, at the risk of rambling too much more, let's see if we can capture the absolute depravity of this thing's performance on camera. Let's step out to the firing line. One of them failed to fire. And we're back. So, my microphone cut off while I was outside, so the audio from that section is pretty unusable. I'll still try to put some of it up on screen so you can see what it did. All in all, from 20 feet away, I was hitting 2 out of 6 shots. It's that bad. I mean, it's at one point, one of the darts got stuck inside of the shell and didn't come out and didn't fire. So we had a failure to fire, and then when it did fire, it doesn't hit what you're trying to hit. So again, as a dart blaster, I'd like to be kinder, but I won't. It's abysmal. It's pathetic. It's insulting. It's a terrible dart blaster. As a prop, it's fantastic. The build quality is phenomenal. It's insulting that the build quality would be matched up with performance that is so bad. So as far as my recommendation on whether or not you would buy this, only if you're interested in a cosplay wall hanger kind of thing, because otherwise it's not a dart blaster. I don't think it's really fit to call it a dart blaster, to be honest. Um, in case I hadn't mentioned it already, I've looked at the dimensions of it, and even doing a lot of Dremel work to it, I don't think you could make it fire standard darts. So, yeah, it's not a dart blaster. It is purely a cosplay blaster, and the problem with that is that it's from a company that is not licensed, that is producing something that is just different enough to avoid copyright claims. So we know it's the Wingman revolver. The Speedmax EVA gun is not clever. We know what it really is. And if there were no other alternatives, I'd say, yeah, if you can get it on sale and you're a big fan of the game, it would be a great cosplay prop. However, the fact that a licensed replica already exists, which supports the people that make the game that you like so much, kind of puts this in a weird spot. So I wouldn't recommend you get it. I don't necessarily regret getting it because I'm having a lot of fun spinning it, but I'm weird. I like spinning stuff. If you're not somebody that enjoys using guns as fidget spinners, then it's probably not for you. So, with that in mind, hopefully I've given you a decent overview of this thing, its performance, its conundrums, consistencies, and I can't think anything else that starts with a C. So I think that's a good spot to end it. So I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for sticking with me to the end.